The point of this film is to not trash talk the school systems or point out educational flaws. This is not my goal. I am trying to show you and rest of society that there's this hidden invisible force lurking within teenagers. The force is weakening us and overwhelming us. And by the end of this film, I hope you're not only aware of this issue, but I hope you can help us fight it.
Homework.
College.
Money.
Time management.
Curfews. People.
Projects.
Work. Expectations.
Stop.
The stress. The oldest high school in the world is the King's School, established in 597, but it wasn't until 1128 when the Royal High School was founded and set the tone for the first high school in America, the English High School, founded in 1821.
This is where it all started.
Today, high school is a school that typically comprises grades 9 through 12, attended after primary school or middle school.
The purpose of high school is to prepare a student for college. There are other reasons like workforce preparation, socialization, and community building skills. But is that really why we go? Do you think students are motivated to learn these skills? And for what? Just to get a form of higher education to learn just about the same thing? Well, I asked students on the real reason they go to school.
I go to school because I believe you need an education to succeed in life.
Because I have to.
Because it's a way to see my friends.
Because you can't really do anything without it.
Because I like to socialize with the other students here. Because it's fun to be around everyone.
Well, because it's my only option.
Clearly, there are many reasons on why we go to high school. Society is always changing and evolving, and education is the way we are going to survive. School is by no means the easiest thing we will do, but it is the most needed. Why does school have to be dreadful? Why don't students go to school because of academics? My name is Lindsay Irizarry. I'm a senior in high school, and I found the common link on why we don't go to high school for the academics. This force, has always been present, but it wasn't until the 2000s when college was truly recognized as important. This thing has been lurking within teenagers for quite some time. Many of you know it as stress.
Stress is very interesting. It's a heightened level of anxiety, I think. And there are people who would argue that there's good stress or bad stress, but it's mainly making you feel uncomfortable in a certain situation, maybe an event that's happened or something that you're looking forward to.
Being stressed out is like when I physically have a pain like in my back, like when I get really stressed out, like my back hurts.
Too many things going on at once. That's my definition.
Being stressed out is to kind of feel overwhelmed, and you can't really focus on one thing because you're focused on a bulk of things that you have to do.
Before I shot this film, I thought I was one of the few that suffered from stress. Well, I guess I was wrong. There are a lot more of us. I sent out surveys to schools in my district. I received 459 responses, and 74% of the students claim they are stressed out.
There are many things that would cause a high schooler to be stressed. Social life is one that I see a lot, having friends, maintaining those friends, having issues with those friends. Bullying can cause stress. Homework can cause stress, having a certain teacher you don't get along with. issues with parents, trying out for a sport, not making it. So there are a lot of things that can cause stress in a student's life.
My worst school-related fear is that I fail all my classes and I get down a grade. I get held back.
Getting good grades and SAT scores and being able to get into a college.
One of them would be not being accepted to a college I want to go to.
Going to college, definitely. If I'm getting all the credits and if I'm getting everything that I need to do in order to get accepted into a good college.
Whatever happened to high school being the best 4 years of our lives? Now high school is like a terrible memory game where the more you know, the better grade you receive, a more likely chance to move to the next game. But is high school worth the stress? Is it actually preparing us for college?
High school for me was honestly a waste of time. I think that my biggest issue with them is just it doesn't really prepare you for the real world like high schools love to claim they do. The real world in college is much different than high school. Once you're in college, now you have loans, you have bills to pay, you have finances to manage. When you're in high school, that's not really as big of an issue.
I don't think it does prepare you for the future. It just tells you that you have classes you have to take and you have to do well, and then you go to college. But I don't think it didn't prepare me because I had to take remedial courses when I went to college.
Why go through all this stress and anxiety if high school doesn't prepare you for what's yet to come? Was it always this way? Were students always worried about every little thing?
That's the kind of thing I worried about, is really knowing that I was going to be at a school and I was going to have to grow up. So other than that, I didn't worry about a thing.
I actually didn't worry about anything. It was a day-to-day situation. Went to school, got my grades. I really didn't have a thought about the school. I just did what I had to do and left.
My biggest stressor could be probably social life and sports.
Why can't we go back to those days? High school should be that stereotypical image of teenagers having fun. But there's one thing we need to eliminate first.
I think that one of the most important things that a student can do in order to reduce stress in school would be being organized and prepared, mainly for their classes. So, if you leave your big project for the night before, that's going to create a lot of stress. Not only is that going to happen, but then you're going to get a bad grade, your grade comes down, and then that creates more stress.
I guess don't let yourself get to the point of stress. If you start feeling kind of stressed, just take a step back and calm yourself down and eat food. Take a day off for yourself.
Just use proper time management and not procrastinate. Get your work done when you should get it done.
To not let it get the best of you. Just relax and pretend that you got it.
If you're a teenager suffering from stress, just know that it doesn't have to last forever. Just take a load off and relax. Take one breath in at a time and stop the stress.